Hi everyone, my name is Mitchie and this is Peachbound Books. I wasn't really sure what to do for my first video on this channel. I don't have a lot of books here with me in this apartment. I just moved in a few months ago. A lot of my stuff is still at my mother's house. So I figured what I would do is sort of a list of books that I have started and not finished yet. I do plan to finish these books hopefully in the near future. A lot of them I'm already most of the way done with. A couple of them I'm very close to being done. I just need to really kind of get on it. So without further ado, here they are. So the first pile, I have two books in three piles. These are what I would say are political books. I have the Mueller report here. This is the version put out by the Washington Post. As you can see, I am not very far in this one. It is sort of, obviously it's a report coming from a special prosecutor at the federal government level, so it's going to be a little bit dry. I don't know all that much about law, so this is going to be interesting. This is one that I'll just have to kind of read in little bits and pieces, I think, because it looks like it might be a little hard for me to digest all at once. The second book is The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. She is a legal scholar, and like I said, it's called The New Jim Crow, Mass Incarceration in the Age of Colorblindness, and in it she talks about sort of the socio-political machinery that brought about slavery and then the Jim Crow era and now the mass incarceration of Black and brown people. I find that topic very interesting, so I'm very excited to read the rest of this book. It's just one of those things, like the Mueller report, it's dense, there's a lot of legal terminology and things of that nature. It's not, it's not to say that it's unreadable. I think that Michelle Alexander is a really, really talented writer. So it's definitely an easier read than the Mueller report, but there's a lot to take in because there's a lot of historical context and a lot of, like I said, socio-political context. It's sort of a lot to digest all at once. So this is another one that is going to be pretty slow going, I think. I'm not super far in it. I'm further in this one than I am in the Mueller report, but it's not saying much. So the second pile that I have are books about writing. So you can see this one, I'm most of the way done. I just have this little bit left to read. This is On Writing, A Memoir of the Craft by Stephen King. The more videos I make, the more you guys will realize that I am a Stephen King fan. I know he's not super popular on BookTube, which surprised me at first, but a lot of booktubers that I watch read more young adult, contemporary type deals, and obviously he's not a YA writer. But I do believe a lot of his advice is really good. He doesn't like adverbs though, and I love adverbs, so I don't know, we're going head to head on that one, but I'll trust him. I like that the front of this book, most of this that I already read is sort of about his childhood and his time in, school and then working and, when his marriage was still new and his kids were little. It's a really good little glimpse into his life and I do really enjoy it. And I'm really excited to kind of finish it and apply what he has to say. The next one is The Scene Book, A Primer for the Fiction Writer by Sandra Schofield. I actually found this one when we moved in. This actually belongs to my fiance. It's a book that one of his friends gave him, and I picked it up and I decided I was going to read it. And to be honest, I don't have a bookmark in it, so I don't know where I left off in this one. So, I don't know. I'll figure it out. This one is more about, it's not really about her as a writer at all, the way that Stephen King's book is. This is just about how to plan scenes, basically. Having a conflict, having a goal, having, resolution, things of that nature. And I really benefit in my writing from having somebody break down each facet of writing into little pieces, and I like that she does that. Alright, so now on to the fiction books. Like I said, I am a Stephen King fan, so right now I am reading The Shining. I am only, I'm only about 30 pages in, and I hate the main character. I hate him so much. I think he's a real piece of crap. So it's gonna make it difficult to read, I think, just because I don't care about this guy at all. I don't like him. But I do like the son. And from what I've heard about the book and heard about the movie, I've never seen the movie, so I really don't know much about this. From what I've heard, the son is really the focus. The dad kind of loses his mind, but the son has like powers or something. I don't really know. So I think that's what's going to keep me going in this book. And last but not least, I started All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr? I don't know. I read somewhere that this took 10 years for him to write, I think. And obviously I don't think he was just sitting at a desk for 10 years working on this. He was probably doing a lot of other things. But I think it really shows in the writing. I've enjoyed it so far. It's kind of a strange format because it does jump back and forth between not only two different timelines, but two different characters in two different timelines. So I don't know, it's jumpy, and the scenes tend to be, the chapters are kind of short, they're very short, but I find both of the main characters and the supporting characters really compelling. I care about them a lot, and I tend to be more of like a character-driven reader than a plot-driven reader, so I am looking forward to finishing this one. It got to a point where it's just kind of sad, and I had to put it down for a while because it was making me sad, and I didn't want to read it, but I definitely need to get back into it and finish it up because, as you can see here, it is a Pulitzer Prize winner. And it was a New York Times bestseller for more than 2.5 years, which is amazing. So, very excited to finish this one. I actually have finished this one. I'm a therapist, and my patient is going to be the next school shooter. 6 Patient Files That Will Keep You Up at Night by Dr. Harper. As you can see, I have actually already read it and put tabs in here. My first video was going to be a rant review of this, but I do think I want to take a little bit more time to digest and kind of figure out what I want to say about it because I have a lot of feelings. So that's why we're going ahead making this video about books that I haven't finished yet. And then my next video probably will be a review of this book. Hopefully it won't be too ranty. I don't know. I feel like ranting every time I look at this book, but we'll see. So that's it for the first video here at Peachbound Books. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have read any of these and what you thought about them. And let me know what books you think I should read next once I finish these. I'm always looking to pick up a new book, to start a new book. I like all kinds of genres. I'm not super into mystery action, but I'll read it if somebody tells me that they read one and it was good. I really love recommendations, so I am looking forward to hearing those from you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!